Hey guys, it's Troy Dooley, the Beachside CEO, and I am sitting here with Jason Elrod, the president of Wake Up Now. How you doing, man?
Doing well.
I'm glad you took time with me, and it's cold in your city.
Appreciate you coming down. So I've noticed a pattern. Every time you come, it snows. So what's up with that, man?
I don't know. You know, it's nuts because I was coming from the airport and it's snowing. Then I get down to Sandy and it's sunshiny. It's like, I mean, it's like right out of it. It's like, this is like in a movie. You know, it's just weird, man.
Well, full disclosure, I'm an Arizona boy, so I'm still trying to figure it out too. So
well, let's hit on that. Why'd you end up here? How'd all that work out?
So Kirby and Phil and I are partners. We'd been in a venture capital business together, and Wake Up Now was a company we identified in a network marketing sector in a point in time and a place that we really liked the way it was going and thought we wanted to invest our money in it. So my background's been in real estate and development and venture capital business. We'd buy companies, invest in companies, and then I've developed tens of thousands of acres of real estate across the country.
Wow. Now you've got Wake Up Now.
Now we've got Wake Up Now.
That's a big change. Anything in between that time that kind of started you down this road?
You know, when I got started in college, I started a little internet business, and there was a little company that was just kind of up and coming called eBay. And I realized,
I've heard of that.
Yeah, they made a name for themselves. Not too bad now. And my family owned a manufacturing company. They manufactured aftermarket automotive accessories.
Okay.
And needed a way to put myself through college and make some extra money. And being an athlete my whole life, I was always very competitive. And so I knew those products better than I knew anything because I'd grown up around it. I knew how to make it. I knew what went into every single part that was done. And I would put them up on eBay and sell them. And I had a lot of success because when somebody called and wanted to know how it was installed or what went into it, my product knowledge was second to none. So it really launched my sales career. And I got into real estate. There was a developer in Phoenix that I had a lot of respect for. And he knew me and said, you got to come to work. And I told him, I'm not interested in having a job. With all due respect, I appreciate that, but I'm interested in being you, not working for you. And
sure.
I knew one thing that was really important to me is that the knowledge and the respect that he had, if I could gain that, and not as an employee showing up on the time clock, but to actually come in, have him mentor me as a young person, that I would get to where he was at if I just put the time in and followed what he did and not reinvented the wheel.
You bet.
So that took me through my real estate career. I was very, very fortunate to meet and do business with some of the top people in this entire country, in this entire world, top businessmen, household names that we both know and
sure.
everybody out there would know. And I never once got egotistical from the money I was making or success I was having because I knew there was always somebody out there bigger than me.
You bet.
But what I took from every one of those people is that I took what they did really well and tried to learn everything I could from that. And so my approach was never to go out and just try to make all the money I could. Sure, I wanted to make money and earn a fair living and all that, and I ended up making good money. But more importantly for me was that mentorship and knowledge that they brought.
Right.
And it was really, really imperative to where I've gotten now.
Well, it's interesting because definitely network marketing is a different game. And for you to go from real estate or even, selling something on eBay, how did the family react to that? I mean, you're married, you've got a family. How did they like about moving from Phoenix up to here and getting involved in this, not just as an investment, but now you actually are managing,
right.
running, leading the thing?
Yeah, so it was interesting. So I was flying back and forth, and Kirby and his wife were nice enough to let me live in their basement for a little bit. And it was a very nice basement, so don't get me wrong. But I went home and told my wife, I said, I really believe in what we're doing here, and I really believe in the people that I'm doing this with. And she knew Kirby and his family and Phil and their family really well. And this is something that I want to make my career from now on, something I really believe in. I think we're in the right place at the right time with the right people with the right company. And her next question was, when do we move?
Wow.
The other fortunate thing I have is my wife is business-minded and kind of understands that I take risks, and that's what I do in my career. We build companies and projects and things like that. So she was somewhat used to me being gone and being passionate about my projects.
Sure. Now she's an attorney?
She is.
What kind of attorney?
She did real estate. She was a real estate attorney.
That worked out well for you, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It was good.
I can see that. You guys started out as basically just investors.
Mm-hmm.
It was a passive deal, and through a series of events, you guys end up running this thing.
Right.
How different, or maybe even how hard, has it been to transition from real estate, where you're dealing with individuals maybe at farther distance than you are with as many reps as you guys have on a daily basis?
It was challenging at times, but natural in some other places. So we have a very complete team. And one of the things we learned, and we know that we have to come in and we have to understand the market we're in, understand the people that we do business with,
Sure.
and we've immersed ourselves into that. One of the first things I did is come in and I went out into the field so I could understand what the reps go through on a daily basis, what our customers experience, how people look at our products and services, how we develop the company. And that allowed me to come back and bring that back into Kirby and the team, and so we could make sure and ensure that everybody gets the best product and service and experience. And so business is really relationships, right? And you know, same thing. You and I got to know each other, developed a relationship, and
Absolutely.
and you know, we help each other out. And so same thing with the reps. You know, we've developed relationships in every business we've been in, and we're not just partners here. We're friends. You know, we hang out and we really enjoy each other's success, and we feel that way with our top leaders. We're very fortunate to have a very good culture in this company, and that was set from the top down, and from Kirby through me and back into the field. And so those relationships become imperative in having a successful business. So the way we look at it is we will have as much success as our distributors have, and we get that. It's a 50-50 partnership.
Okay. Let me ask something. You guys are fairly young as a company. You've had some turmoil with old leader. You know, the founders of this company are out. You guys are in. And you've got your technology-based company. You've brought out products. How hard has it been to keep those relationships with your reps intact while the company goes through these growing pains that you've gone through?
Quite honestly, it's been a lot of work, but it's been good work, because what we've done is our strategy is to be very honest and forthcoming with what's going on, because we're on the same side. This isn't us against them. This isn't corporate against the distributors. It's a team. We win, they win. They win, we win. And so we've just been real honest. We've had bumps in the road. We're not perfect. And I don't know that I've ever met anybody that is perfect. But we will strive to always do the right things. So we came in and we've looked at compliance for protecting the company. We looked at solid products, not just products that we put out to make a buck, but as you see in here, we use our products. And we're passionate about using our products.
The whole office. I mean, it's been fun to see different people drinking your product and using that's amazing to me.
Right. And so we'll test those, and if we won't drink them, we don't expect you to drink them.
That makes sense to me. Let me ask something, because when we connected, it was due to the fact you've got some really zealous reps. I mean, they are passionate about your company to a degree that they kind of were in a compliance gray area, if nothing else, and definitely could have caused some issues. You know, having that kind of zealous field force is a positive, but how do you guys keep that balance in letting them have that independent freedom, but yet at the same time keeping them within compliance?
Yeah, I mean, we hold each other accountable. Okay. And so I hold our top leaders accountable, they hold their leaders accountable, we hold each other accountable. And so there's a whole vibe around here that you don't want to let the team down.
Right.
We're very team-oriented. Kirby sets that vision that we work as a team. You know, we don't hunt as individuals, we hunt as a pack.
I've seen that.
And that's really important. There's not one person in this company, and you'll hear this from our leadership, that's more important than the company. And we've taken that stance, and it's worked really well for us, because we're gonna win together. And we've had that mentality.
I've seen that, because when there's been issues, especially since we've kind of hooked up in a strategic partnership, you know, you have called asking some really good questions. How do we keep that balance? How do we take care of different situations? And every time you've done that, I could tell that the distributor, that was where your heart was at. You wanted to be able to protect the whole, you know, and not even have to sacrifice one. You wanted to find out where that was. I got to commend you in that, because so many times I think, especially with young companies, your compliance department doesn't quite understand the balance. The CEO or the president, you know, they just want to protect the brand at all cost. And with you guys, you've even got a bigger balancing act, because you are a publicly traded company. You've got a pretty big vision of where you guys are going to go with that, and that's a different video we'll do someday. But you know, I want people to understand that you really do take to heart those relationships with the people in the field.
Absolutely.
You know, that's important. I got another question, just because as somebody that tries to look at the big picture, when I'm out there talking to people, whether it's a CEO or it's people in the field, and I bring up Wake Up Now, I'll hear somebody say, well, that's that travel company, right?
Right.
And I say, well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or somebody say, well, that's that technology-based company, right? And it's like, yeah. Or I'll have somebody, you know, they do financial services, and it's like, yeah. How do you guys see yourself? Because, I mean, obviously none of those answers are wrong, but they're not complete.
Sure.
How do you see this?
It's very simple, and you're correct in all those things. It starts with the customer.
Okay.
We don't want you to change what you buy, when you buy, or how you buy it. We just want you to buy everything through us and through our reps.
Okay.
And so we want to take all those things you do in your life, and we want to develop superior products, great pricing, great service, a great platform, and we want you to do that through us. And so,
Okay.
therefore, putting great products on your kitchen counter at a great price. Our energy drink, we price that to compete with other products in the open market. We don't look necessarily at other network marketing companies as competition. We want you to buy the same things you've done with superior products for very competitive prices to what's going on in the market.
That makes sense.
So I was in Dallas this past weekend, and I asked several of the distributors, I said, what's Wake Up Now to you? And all of them understand what I just said, but somebody raised their hands. I really love to travel. I haven't taken a vacation. We took a discounted vacation. It's changed my family's life. It's improved my relationship, with my spouse. Wake Up Now Finance for some. As we all know, Brandon Boyd loves Wake Up Now Finance. I mean,
Yeah, he does.
He's gotten a lot of value out of that. TaxBot, somebody, like TaxBot, they had a bunch of tax money going out the door because they didn't want to take their mileage down on the white notepad like our CPAs tell us to.
You bet.
Or, they just didn't want to do it. They didn't want to save their receipts or lost their receipts, and they're guessing here and there. TaxBot's great for doing that. I mean, there's a bunch of different things in our company that you can be proud of. We just brought out the Thunder energy drink.
That's
something
powerful.
we're very proud of. We love the way it tastes. We love what's gone into it. We like the branding, everything about that we're very, very pleased with, and the sales of it are going very well.
Awesome.
Not because it drives our compensation plan, but because people really love consuming it and reselling it. And that's what network marketing, in my opinion, was meant to be. It was meant to be the distribution of products, not the distribution of money. And that's what we're looking for. We want to sell the most retail products in the history of this industry by the time we're done, and I hope we get there.
I think you can, and you hit on something, because when you take direct selling, clear back to the roots, and if we look at probably the granddaddy of current network marketing, Amway, they created products that added value to middle America. And when you look at the great companies that have launched in our industry, almost every one of them was launched during a economic turbulence that we've had in this country. And they launched based on the fact, can we change the habits? Can we get them something that will help? And money was secondary. It wasn't the leading focus. It wasn't the primary. It was just a result of helping other people. And even some of the great iconic companies, that's the way they are. You build that community, and I've seen the community you've built in such a way that I was speaking at a direct selling event at a startup, and one of the girls that was there is the daughter of my CPA. And she said, I want to meet these guys because she said, I've joined the company just for the travel, and she goes, I'm getting to go places because I can get it at a deal. And I thought, wow, that's pretty cool right there, because this is a young gal that joined for the travel, but now she's excited about the business side. She's sharing this with her friends and family, which is the way it's supposed to be, not the other way around.
Exactly.
And I think you guys have hit on something there. What's the future look like for Wake Up Now?
Well, it's one day at a time. I think the future is bright for us. We're growing. We've got a great culture in the company. We've got people that love our products and services. So, we're going to foster and build up the U.S. We have an international vision for the future. So
Awesome.
I would stay tuned for that. Nothing to report as of yet, but that's one of the things that network marketing gives you the chance to do, is build a global business.
Sure.
And like brick and mortar, if you bought into a franchise, and it's very difficult to set up a franchise in Orem, Utah, and then also go set one up overseas.
Absolutely.
There's barriers to entry. And network marketing is great because you can truly take your business globally. And as we all know, global is a big business, especially with the emergence of the internet and things like that.
Absolutely.
So, I think that we have a very bright future. I can tell you we're laser focused on what we're doing. And, our goal is to surround ourselves with the best people and do the best job we can, and it'll shake out from there. And I think we've got some great people around us.
Well, it sure looks like everybody that I've met in your office, the matrix that you guys use to measure the quality, the success, everything is something that I think shows the business mindset that you guys have. You want something that's going to have longevity. You want something that's going to be here. In parting, because I don't want to keep you, what's something that you may have seen, if any perception that you realize isn't true that you might have seen out there? Any words that we can let the viewers know?
We very much care about our reputation. Compliance is number one, as you know.
I've seen
when
that,
I called
absolutely.
you, we were very focused on being compliant because we want to be around for a long time. We understand that is the most important. So we police ourselves. we care. We understand the network marketing business now. We've been in it long enough.
You bet.
And that's one thing I've really appreciated working with you on. When I talked to you, we had originally asked you to come in and help us establish policies that are both good for the company and fair for the field.
Right.
And so that's what's first and foremost on our mind. The second thing is we appreciate everything that the field's doing for us, and we will continue to bring out great products that we're proud of and that we'll consume. And I think the sky's the limit as long as we can stay focused, and I guarantee you we will.
Well, that's the name of the game. Folks, there you get it from the man himself. So many times we deal with distributors, but when we can sit down with an executive of a company that shares the vision, I think that's what it's about. So, Jason, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous, stay strong, and if you're in network marketing, act like it.